Hey everybody, this is Wintermute coming to you from the Think Tank, and I'm going to mix things up a little bit. So, as you can see, I am playing Warhammer 40,000 Deamonhunters, and I want to just kind of branch out a little bit, do some new things, give it a go, give it a try. I was really excited about this game coming out when I heard about it, and here it is. I'm a little late past the gate for reasons, a little late out the gate. But I wanted to explore this game and kind of have fun with it and learn it while people watch me learn it. So I've deliberately avoided listening to reviews of it, listening to watching other people play it. Now I have watched pre-release playthroughs, just to kind of get an idea of how it works, how some of the core mechanics work, things like that. And I think it looks really good. And if you're not familiar, it's obviously set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. I have a mixed relationship with that universe. As you'll know, I'm not a big fan of Games Workshop. I'll say it up front. Though I do enjoy the world of Warhammer 40,000. If you like grim, dark, dystopian future, not your thing. I'll tell you that right up front. This is not a feel-good kind of setting. So, yeah, people have described it as kind of a Warhammer 40,000 XCOM. And if you're not familiar with XCOM, it was a very tight kind of base management tactical RPG, kind of tactical combat RPG. So with that in mind, I'm going to just kind of start playing and have fun with it and explore it and just kind of, have fun with it and see where things go. I do not know a ton about the game. I have not watched other reviews. So we're going to kind of figure out some of this stuff together. I've already played through the previous opening missions. I've played through the opening cinematics and things like that. I'm not going to go through that here because it's always going to roughly be the same thing. It's very scripted, and that's okay. It's for driving the story, that's okay. I do hope, though, that if on future playthroughs you can kind of skip that sort of thing. So this is the first mission where I have my own freedom to do it the way I want to do it, the choice on how I want to handle it. And so it should be very straightforward. And you can see I've got my squad of 4 Marines here. If you're not familiar with the XCOM formula, and I'm not sure, I believe I might be able to pull up their stats here. No, okay. Each guy is, basically you can equip, each guy is equipped differently. They have their own skills, their own kind of personality. You can really tweak the way they look. And I'm probably going to have huge fun doing that on my own time, just making them look cool. And that's one thing I really liked about Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. You could really do a lot to tweak the way your army looked with different color schemes and whatnot, and it was a very cool feature. And I liked like other games that have that feature, like the shipbuilding feature for what's it? It's the Space 4X game. Galactic Civilization 3. You could just build your own ships all day long. It was really cool. So I'm sure I'm gonna have some fun with that. But right now, I just want to play the game. So with that in mind. Basically, every character has a certain number of action points they can use per turn. You can see this gray outline here. That's my maximum move distance. Now, you can see if I keep it here and I keep it's closer, that means I can move up to that gray line, and that'll be my first movement point, or my first kind of action point. If I move it beyond that point, it pushes it out further. And that means to get this distance, I have to use 2 action points. Now, my mission goal is kill all enemies. Now, I have a feeling it's not going to be that simple. I got a feeling something's going to pop up somewhere that I'm not going to see coming. But for all simplicity's sake, I do know that my first guy here, my lead, Ulrich Iolanthus, is kind of my melee tank. He's got special abilities that because he did level up after the first mission, after the pre-game missions. So you had a little bit of a chance to play around with things, and so that was cool to do that. So I want to rush him into combat and have him start slicing and dicing right away. Though everybody automatically, I'm pretty sure, has storm bolters built into their armor. So I'm going to just tell him, I'm going to double click here, and you're going to see these guys look big. Okay, there's some sort of objective out there that I wasn't familiar with. All right, basically we're just going to move forward. Now this right here is something I should be able to interact with. That's why it, okay, so that's ammunition. My guess is enemies will pop out at some point here recently or soon, and if I shoot that, it'll explode. You can interact with the scenery, which is very cool. It makes the game very tactical. So it is still... Oh, he still has action points. I was not aware of that. Okay. So I'm actually going to go ahead and have him... I'm going to have him run up here. Now that means he left armor, or he left... Okay, so that's telling me down there that that's some sort of enemy patrol. I've picked him up on the scanners or something. So, okay, we're going to come to our next guy. And his first action point... Okay, so I guess... I'm not sure why it broke it down like that. Let me... Oh, right. Okay, I'm sorry. They have 3 action points. I thought they had 2. They have 3. Now, if one thing you'll point out here, if I move my cursor here, you'll see that that full shield pop up. That means if he's behind that, he's got full cover, so that gives him defensive bonuses. If he moves up behind that sandbag pile, you see a half shield showing there. So that means he's only partially covered. So that's one thing to keep in mind as you're playing this. This guy has a halberd. There's a special name for it, I'm sure. I'm going to just move him up there. That looks like that was it for his movement. I'm going to move him up here. Now, one cool thing is they have Overwatch in this game. I don't... So you can set your guys up and give them a firing arc, and if an enemy moves within that firing arc, then or into or around within that firing arc, they can take pot shots at them. So you can set up your guys in a very tactical way. Okay, it is now the enemy turn. You'll see up here it's saying the bloom rises. So I'll talk about some of the stuff bit by bit, and some of it I like I said, I do not fully understand or know. Who are we at? Do I want him to go for... Okay, so I can pick and choose the order in which my guys go. This looks like another kind of ammo thing. Oh, one thing that is very cool about this game is you see how it kind of hops down, his movement path kind of hops down there. They will, if there's a obstacle that they could just jump over or run over or jump down or climb up, they just do it. That's just considered part of their move. So it's very easy to kind of move around. And it's very cool because a lot of people think of Space Marines as being slow and cumbersome because of their armor. But these guys are hauling butt across the board, and I like that. The Space Marines are supposed to be the, super fast, super elite. Now they're not as fast as the Elder. I mean, that's so cool. The cinematic of just watching him jump. Okay. So the enemy patrol had some sort of reaction to me getting up there. I'm not okay, he's setting up Overwatch.
Prepare to engage.
Alright, so they had some sort of reaction set up to me getting that close. Now, it's still this guy's turn. Now, here's the problem I face. If I move into this red cone, he's going to automatically shoot at me. Now, fortunately, he's the only one on Overwatch. But, if you'll see, I believe... I don't know... Huh... And I will let you know... Okay, it is an explosive crate. Okay, nobody is close enough to get hit by it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually back out of that option. And I'm going to actually fall back.
I am with you.
Okay, here comes another enemy patrol. I don't think these guys have very good... you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Hammer hand. I don't see an option for Overwatch. I thought I could. You can also set up waypoints because the terrain is very difficult. Because sometimes there's difficult terrain or like an area's on fire. So the cool thing with that is because you can set up waypoints, it's possible to. Now let me see if I can't do it. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to move this guy up here. And I was not sure about this part of things. Okay, there we go. There's Overwatch. I'm actually going to put my own guy on Overwatch here. I want them to come to me. Oh, that plant's in my way. Oh, well, that's fine. You know what? I'm okay with that. And it's cool. Look, he's even in the he's even in the shooting position. Like he puts the halberd in one hand, he puts up his storm bolter, and he starts aiming in that direction. That is a very cool, very neat attention to detail visually as you play this game. I really, really like that. That's cool. Now I have an issue here in that alright, this guy still has 2 action points left. I'm going to go ahead and put him on Overwatch as well. Oh, he doesn't have very good. Alright, we'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just confirm.
At once.
Oh, did he move out? Did he move out of cover to do that? Oh, he must have. Shoot, I didn't realize that was going to happen. We're kind of at this weird standoff thing right now. Okay. Well, we're going to move to this guy. I want him to kind of come over here. I don't want to stay too close to that ammo crate. I don't know if the enemies are smart enough to use ammo crates to blow you up.
We strive.
And I don't want to get hit by that if I can help it. You know, now that I think about it, given the layout, I should have just blown it up myself. That way I wouldn't have to worry about it. You know what? That's fine. We are going to just... Alright, so, and yeah, they're all kind of covering each other's butts. And I'm going to move the medic over here, and he's just going to kind of chill out.
Yes.
Now, yeah, he's got this, yeah, he's my medic. Alright, we're just going to end turn. So the bloom goes up even for Alright, so now it's their turn. Okay, he's shooting at me. Hunkered. He's hunkered down. Alright, these guys are coming up. He moved up. Okay, he moved up. Alright. Wow, okay, they moved up. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because they moved up just...
It is their will.
Interesting. They moved up just outside of my Overwatch. That is interesting to know. I don't know whether that was the AI being smart. Ah, man. Alright, this is already showing me, this is already telling me that this is not a... It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be a cakewalk. I like that. I like that. Like I said, I have not read any reviews. I do not know how hard this game is. Wow, look at how much health I lose if I go through all that. However, I wonder if I can shoot, if I can reach that ammo crate from here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wonder. There we go. Okay, yes I can. Okay, nice. Yes. Alright, so he's going to shoot at that ammo crate.
Come on.
He took a pot shot at me. The guy who was on Overwatch there. Now, I will apologize right now. This is not a high-end computer. This was kind of a on-the-whim thing that I decided to try out. Okay, wow. Okay. What's also cool to note is not only is he in utter pieces now, like literally, he's absolutely dead, like a lot of dead. I mean, it cleared out like all the terrain that was there, which was interesting. You'll see this other guy here who was caught just on the edge of it got knocked back, in addition to taking a bunch of damage. My guy took a little bit of damage because of the Overwatch. He took an action in somebody's Overwatch arc, and I still am gonna have to get used to how that all works out in terms of Overwatch and what triggers what. Now I am curious, and I want to. That guy. You know what? That would have been good to maybe. I probably should have put his Psychic Boon on first. Alright, what does he have left though? He's got 2 action points left. Here's what... oh, you know what? No. Nope, I don't like that. I have another idea. Yes, this guy. This guy can throw a frag grenade here and get both those guys. Looks like he can kill the one. Now, frag grenades have knockback. And I will confirm.
Aye, sir.
And I like the zoom in. The zoom in for some of these dramatic attacks is very cool. Okay, cool. That messed up his Overwatch. That is good to know.
No, don't give up now.
So in hindsight, I should have done that first. Then I should have blown up the other thing, and then I could have even knocked the other guy that was over here towards that other explosion. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. We're learning out. We're learning the tactics as we go, and I do like that when I can. One very cool feature that I like is so I can click this guy, my Justicar, have him do an action. Then I can click on this guy, have him do an action. Then I can go back to this guy and have him do a different action. So that makes the tactical options really, really awesome. Really awesome. And as a matter of fact, I am actually going to go back to this guy. He's my combat guy. He's my up close and personal killer. Whoops, what did I do there? Okay, I'm panning the camera and I didn't mean to. He can go finish this guy off easily. The problem is he will then take some heat from that other guy. But you know what? I do not want to use Force Strike. I want to save my I want to save some of my willpower because he's going to finish him off easy. Now criticals in this game occur, or they have special rules for criticals and how they work, and I really, really like them. They're very cool. I want him to move over here.
Taking position.
Now I want to see if his Servitor Skull, yes, range 10. Servitor Skull can heal him for 5. Yep, that's a one use per battle piece of war gear, so that'll use up my Servitor Skull. So that will avoid some damage from this guy. He's out of actions, or I would have used his Aegis Shield to give him some armor. Alright, so what does that leave? That leaves this guy here.
Your orders?
And I kind of want him to come up and shoot. I want him to kind of come over here, though. That's fine.
Aye,
Yeah.
sir.
And then we're going to we're just going to shoot. Oh wait, he had another separate ability, didn't he? Oh, he has a teleport ability. To a destination within range 10. I didn't realize he had that ability. That's cool. But, oh, I can't reach him. Or can I? Oh no, I can. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Now, who does that leave? That leaves my medic. I'm going to actually move him up to here.
Advancing.
And then I think I'll have him take a shot. Oh no, that was all of his movement. Okay, that's fine. This guy is the one who used the grenade. I want to move him up and I want him to take a shot. Up to your stored... targets acting in the zone will be shot up to your stored action points and ammo. That is one thing you do need to consider with the ranged attacks. Is they are that you have ammo, and you do have the option to reload. It takes an action point. Now I haven't really used. Now here's a cool thing with the interface. But what I was saying was I haven't used any of my. I haven't used much of my shooting up until this turn. So as that other patrol heads this way, I will want to take some of my action points to go ahead and reload my weapons, even if they're not emptied, just so I'm not burning those actions when the action's tight and they're right in my face. One cool thing about this interface is now I've clicked on this guy to shoot at him, and it gives me this option down here to use a side bolt. Now, I actually don't know if he even... Yes, he does have the... Okay, that'll put him down to... That'll do more damage, obviously. You saw the red bar go down. Is it worth it, though? You know what? I'm going to do it. I probably should have used Cybolt for the other guy as well. That I don't think that would have been enough to kill him. And that's it for my turn. And he's running away.
Stay down.
What are you telling me to stay down? Oh, okay. Oh, so he did some sort of suppressing fire. I'm not sure what suppressing fire does. I'm curious. You know what? And okay, let me show you a cool feature of this game. I hit escape. I go into the settings. And then right here, stats and resources, boons and afflictions, key concepts. You can just look this stuff up right here. You can just look at this in the middle of the game if you've got a question about something. Now, I don't remember. I have looked through this. I don't remember anything about suppressing fire. It may, you know, I don't remember boons, suppressing instant effects, purge, drain, banished. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what this will do. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. It's stratagem, purity seals. I think I don't see anything. I don't know. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. My guess is it's less like Overwatch and more of a, because I saw a suppressed icon show up over
Commander.
this Marine. I don't see any status indicator. Okay, if I move, okay, it's telling me if I move, I will get shot at and I will take damage. All right, let's pick a different Marine. Okay, I think I know how it works. He's aiming at this guy and just firing at him. So if this guy does anything to trigger this, or to trigger the suppressing fire, he's just going to take a lot of damage. Okay, that makes sense as a thing. That sounds about right for suppressing fire. So he's using himself to keep that one Marine pinned. And okay, so he's got that line of suppressing fire. Now here's an interesting thing. If I move this guy across that line of suppressing fire, he takes damage. And like I said, this is interesting. Like, let's say I did want to get over to this side over here, but I wanted to avoid that suppressing fire. I can set up waypoints so he moves in a very particular way around this back end to get over here, if that were necessary to achieve a goal or whatnot. It's hard to say. In this case, though, I think I could probably reach this guy with melee. Yeah, this is my melee guy. We're just gonna go finish him off. We're not gonna use force strike. Now this guy he's my melee monster, and I built him a little bit deliberately with what little resources I had to do that. Yeah, there we go.
Enemies destroyed.
Okay, so he got back an action point for finishing that guy off. So I still have. There's one enemy patrol over there. Now, one thing I thought there was another enemy patrol over here. So my guess is I may notice them, but they may not notice me, because I'm guessing that's the exact same patrol. I'm not sure. Now that guy is way out there. I do not want to split my team up. These are powerful soldiers, but they are not invulnerable by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable
With me, my brothers.
just moving them up like this. They look so cool when they run. And like I said, this is not a high-end gaming machine, and it still looks really cool. I have all the graphics turned down really low to be able to help make this work, and it is still really cool to watch. It's choppy, but it's just the visual quality of the artwork, the way they design the models. All of this is still really cool. And now you can see, because I had that guy take out the one who was suppressing my apothecary, I could just go ahead and move him up, and I'm going to do just that now. Now, even though my lead guy has 3 action points left, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, let's move him here.
Aye, sir.
And I want to try Overwatch. Okay, so in case they come out, I will do that. Because I don't know what that patrol's doing. So it automatically ends your turn. It's the Nurgling's turn, Nurgleite's turn. Cult of Nurgle's turn. So it looks like they are unaware of me. I thought they were going to come my way. Okay, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting this. But it being a tactical game, they came up this way. My guess is they are going to continue some sort of circular pattern and eventually come back out this way. So with that in mind, I can use that to my advantage. And...
Your command.
What do I want to do with that, though? What do I want to do with that?
What is your will?
I will probably just... he's got a willpower. You know what? I talked about reloading. I don't see an option to reload here. So I don't know if they automatically reload if they have action points left or something along those lines. So what we're going to do is we're just going to end turn. Because, quite frankly, Oh.
Wait, that creature.
Inquisitor, we have seen the dead walk in this way before.
As have I. Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural plague.
Yeah. Well, good God, look at the planet. Yeah, warp corruption, sure. Now, one mechanic, and this is a downside to what I was talking about waiting for them as a patrol to come around towards me. Every turn at the top middle of the screen, come on, go back to what am I doing here? Every turn at the top of the screen, you see that 80%? that the bloom, what warp? No, that's called what is it called? Warp surge. It increases, and when it hits 100%, something's going to happen. I don't know what it is. I don't think there's any way of knowing what it is. There might be some sort of upgrade somewhere that allows you to predict what it will be, so you can kind of understand what's going to happen. But right now, it just says warp surge risk is at 80%. It's been going up 15% per turn. When it hits 100, something bad is going to happen for me. It's going to help the enemy and hurt me. Now, my understanding is it's pretty random. That there's not a set rotation, though I could be wrong about that. That's just the way it sounded when it was described to me. So with that in mind, what do I want to do here? I am going to put my guys on Overwatch because I'm pretty sure those Walking Dead guys don't have. Yeah, we're actually going to move you up to here.
Onward, brothers.
And then we're going to put you on Overwatch. I don't know if they can reach me from there. And then we'll just confirm that.
At once, Commander.
The voice acting is cool too. So far, I'm very, very happy with that. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can reach them with a frag grenade. I cannot. I can move up and hit them with a frag grenade. You know what? I really want to do that. This could be a terrible. Oh, no. You know what? I do like that idea. What we're gonna do. And I don't know if this is going to work the way I hope it will. Because I don't know how the full cover blocks his line of sight when it comes to the grenade. Oh no, he's out of action points. Shoot. Oh no, he still has an action point left. Okay, I didn't click it right. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's... We can get them all. Yeah, we're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. That looks cool. I like that. And then maybe my Overwatch can finish him off. Send it!
Position.
Ha. That's cool. I like that. I really do like the tactical elements of this so far. Now I am expecting them to charge at this guy who's up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to scoop this guy over. Yeah, there we go.
Advancing.
And then I'm going to put him on Overwatch. Nope. And we will do that, and then confirm.
Securing position.
All right, I'm cool with that. And then this guy.
At once.
We are also going to put on Overwatch in roughly the same area.
Bolter trained and ready.
All right, so it automatically flips to their turn.
Good.
Dead.
I will need to examine this corpse and...
I will not tolerate this contamination spreading through my servitors.
That's fair.
Do not obstruct me, Tech Priest. I will follow proper protocols.
Will you? You see? Oh. What the? I'm not okay with this. Bloom rises. So next turn, something bad is going to happen. Now, these guys here, what are they? They look different. So okay, these guys I think are weaker zombies. And this guy here used some sort of ability to raise them. So what I was saying about, no, I want to back out of there. What I was saying about Bloom earlier was, I think there are. My understanding is there are also ways to increase bloom, like that the enemies will do. Why is my? Oh yeah, like enemies will do it. So like some cultist leader can chant a ritual, which will push the bloom up farther. Every time I use warp abilities, it'll push the bloom up. Because if you know the lore, when you draw, all psychic energy comes from the warp, which is where the chaos gods are, which is you're dealing with chaos cults in service to Nurgle here. So you're getting the benefit of that psychic energy, but at the same time you're opening the door a little bit farther, letting the chaos gods in. So it's a double-edged sword, as the for the Imperium as they. It's a double-edged sword for the Imperium when it comes to using things like that, using the warp, using their psychic abilities. And you know what? I'm going to shoot. I was talking a lot there, but I'm going to just shoot. I want to get rid of this guy because I'm pretty sure he is the.
Face me!
Oh crap! Nope, that's. I thought I was on the other guy. That was stupid. Oh wow, these guys are really weak. Okay, I thought they were a little stronger than that. All right, we can mop them up real quick then. And yeah, these guys.
Vengeance! You have been judged!
And what do you got left? You got what? One action point. Let's switch over to this guy and have you just come down and finish this guy off. I don't know if there's anything else left on this map.
A satisfactory effort. Now return with my carcass so I can set to work.
Okay,
We will
that's
deliver them
morbid.
to you as soon as containment is properly confirmed and sanctified.
Be swift about it. If this plague has already spread beyond this planet, then we will have far more ground to cover.
Victory. Okay, so let's see what I get for victory conditions. Continue. I do know before you go into the mission, it does talk about you'll get 15 servitors or 8 of these or 8 of this when it comes up, and so not only are you in a tactical situation, you have a ship in orbit which is heavily damaged from your previous engagement, which was all part of the backstory leading into this, and it's actually really good. And I will say this about the Warhammer 40k universe is the novels are phenomenal. They're pretty good. Overall, they're pretty good at telling stories, which I think is the strongest point of Warhammer 40,000. Is that's what draws me in the most is the stories, the kind of military-esque sci-fi futuristic dystopia that it is core to the world. So with this mission, you know what? I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'll be back in a second. All right, so here's the after-action report, and the after-action report. So here was my all enemy objectives, all enemy kills, seeds collected. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I'll have to look up what exactly seeds mean. I believe it's like a currency system. Like if you get the more seeds, you kind of collect. So I know there are optional objectives within some of the missions, especially later on. Now, mission rewards: servitors plus 15. You have been awarded the indicated resources for successfully completing the mission. Now, I do not know exactly how to use servitors yet, so you're on the planet doing missions, or planets doing missions, but your ship is damaged in orbit. So, oh wow, that dude's like covered in blood and shit. Cool. And so you're trying to keep the ship up and running while you're dealing with this emergency situation. You are on your way back home. so you could rest and recoup and kind of get things squared away. And then you got sidelined, and now you are in a really bad position trying to fight this uphill battle against this massive Nurgle invasion into this solar system. So you are going to upgrade your ship. You're going to pick the order in which you do your missions. The order in which you do your missions and which missions you tackle first. Obviously, some are going to give you different rewards. Some are going to give you. You've got this score that you have to deal with called corruption. And here it says corruption 0 bloom reduction. You've reduced the active bloom corruption on this planet by the indicated value for successfully completing this mission. So Nurgle has this massive plague going on, and it's going from planet to planet. And if you win missions on each respective planet, it pushes back that corruption. So you're managing. You're not just managing your own resources. You're trying to keep the enemy in check as well as you're moving forward. So all very cool stuff, very fun stuff. I am not sure what the armory access is for purposes of the game as of yet. So we'll uncover that when we get to it. So we'll just hit continue. XP. Okay, so now it's giving me my XP totals.
Only in death.
When your knights return from battle wounded, they will need time to recover. Wounded knights can still be assigned to combat missions, but will have a penalty to their maximum HP. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, I should have done some. Okay, so basically, what the game is telling you is you need to try to win the battle at full health. That's what they're telling you, and that might explain why this guy's got blood all over him. That's his own blood. And it says he's got light wounds, -3 maximum HP. That's bad. That's bad to have and that sucks because that's my strongest guy. Now, one issue I don't like with some of these games is the way they dole out XP is based on the actions of the characters. Sometimes that can lead to weird situations where one guy was you just want to win, so you got one guy slaughtering everything, and the next thing you know, nobody is, he's this absolute monster of a beast character, but everybody else is falling behind. And, sometimes that can be really problematic and sometimes even unfun, depending on the totality of the game. So we're going to just confirm, yes, we understand he's wounded. It's going to take 28 or 22 days for him to heal.
Mission objective.
That seems like a long time.
Our guest wishes to speak with you in the Libris.
Okay. So now we're kind of in story mode. A lot of what's going on with this ship yet has not been unlocked for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this video up here. And yeah, this is just me kind of testing the water, dipping my toes in. There are other games that I would like to do more of this with. I like to explore a lot of the indie games. This obviously is not an indie game. This is, I don't know if this would qualify as a XXX game, but this is probably a double or a XXX. Wow, I'm not even going to edit that out. It does probably not a AAA game, but probably a AA game in terms of quality and cost and all that. And Games Workshop has a mixed record with video games. Some have been fantastic, some not so much. So as it is, though, I'm already pretty happy with this. I like it. I already see some aspects will probably frustrate me, but it's probably going to be a very tight game. Meaning, every action you've got to be very you got action economy orientated with your choices. You're not going to have a whole lot of frivolity in, I'm just going to sit on the ship for 28 days and let everybody heal up to max, and then I'm going to go into this mission. Well, it sounds to me like that's going to be a bad idea. You got to take some risks. You got to maybe take some wounded soldiers into battle and risk the fact that you lose them permanently. Otherwise, the corruption is just going to spread too far too fast. And if done right, that balance, walking that tightrope of that in a game can be so much fun. Or it can be just absolutely gut-wrenching as you're just like, I'll be honest, I don't like playing super hard games. They, and I watch people play like Binding of Isaac, where they I'm gonna play it, but I'm not gonna take a single point of damage the entire run, and I just look at that and I go, yeah, that's not even remotely fun to me. So does this game walk that line of being a good solid challenge with a lot of cost benefit ratio analysis and risk reward kind of benefit analysis, or is it going to be on one extreme too easy and your badass marines are just going to chew through everything the enemy throws at you, or is it going to be super hard and it's like your every victory is pyrrhic? It's 5 steps forward, 4 steps back, but yeah, you're still technically winning. Kind of like Darkest Dungeon, which is a game I love to hate, but I also hate that I love it. It's a great game. So we'll see where this one falls on that spectrum of possibility. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So for right now, this is Wintermute. I'll sign it off from the think tank.